What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to another Rogue Lacquer video. This month we have a somewhat smaller release. We have the Psychedelic Slushies Quad to check out. So without further ado, let's dive right in. We're going to start this pool party with ocean water. This is described as a neon aqua teal base with a turquoise and green glass flake blend. This is stunning in person. It's so vibrant and it is quite jelly, so you'll see that strong pond effect between your layers if you choose to wear it between 2 to 3 coats. And for opacity, I'm going to suggest 3 light coats. I think you can stop at 2 coats because regardless, if you have a prominent free edge, a whitish type of free edge, you may want to use a blurring base coat as you might see a touch of your visible nail line peeking through. I had no issues with texture or any unevenness to the nail after application, so I think any glossy top coat is perfect and you're good to go. I loved how this one looked. Key Lime Colada is a yummy neon lime green base with blood orange glass flake blend. So moving on with this flaky pond effect. This one also built perfectly for me at 3 coats. Of course, if you prefer a softer finish and visible nail line doesn't bug you, I think 2 coats could also work too. But if you want that super in-your-face flaky buildup, that 3rd coat is absolutely necessary. Again, no issues with flakies or anything like that. Rachel is a super flaky queen, and I'm so excited she's delivering these to us for this summer. I do think this is a medium type of green. I think my full hand shot on the video and right here is representing it pretty well, just in case it gets skewed. Atomic Grape, speaking of skewed colors, is a neon atomic purple base with an aqua and blue glass flake blend. This one is also quite squishy on application. I mean, all 4 polishes are straight up jelly finishes to allow those beautiful iridescent flakes to pop through. So given that, my same disclaimer is going to apply here too for a visible nail line. This has a softer type of buildup. Honestly, if there was no flakes in it, I would classify it as a sheer. It's just lighter and not this creamy, crelly, opaque type base color, if that makes sense. I think my full hand shot gives you a really good idea of that. It is so glowy with the flaky factor here. It's just stunning. I think my camera was freaking out a little bit with how intense those blue flakes come off. No texture or anything like that to report here either. Again, just use a really good glossy top coat to plump them up, as they will dry down just a touch flat because we've got all those flakes. And finally, we've got Watermelon Slush. This is described as a neon bubblegum pink base with purple and orange glass flake blend. Very similar to Atomic Grape, that previous one. It's got a softer type of buildup. So we're not going to see this in-your-face type of pink. It's just this lighter type of color, if that makes sense. I think what's going to catch your eye's attention the most are the flakes, of course. I think the video gives you a really good representation of what I'm seeing in person. So please note, I think my photos for Atomic Grape and Watermelon Slush were just a little skewed, as again, these are neons. Neons, reds are typically my Achilles heel in photography, but I do think the video is giving you a pretty decent representation. And we're going to finish off with the Will It Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. So we know we have jellies, so of course they all work. They topper beautifully, and I think that their respective base colors tint each of the flakes as a topper so well. Because of that, I think you can get a little creative in how you wear these if you choose to layer them. I will say that the base colors are quite pigmented when you do it like this. So I know the video's mostly catching on to those flakes and their respective shifts, but I do think you can kind of see in person the tint to each of their bases. So just be mindful of that, but I do think you can have some fun with these, especially if you're going to do matchy match or in the same color family creams for your undies. These are going to drop this Friday, May 25th at 5 p.m. Pacific time on Rogue Lacquer's website. I'm going to link that below for you all if you want to check that out. And I'll also have the Facebook group if you want to get in there, interact with our wonderful maker, Rachel, all that good stuff. P.S. She just did a post in there this last week asking if she should do a Bridgerton collection or not. I am team hell yes. So if you're wanting to see that too, get in there and tell her, yes, please do that. So all of this will be in the description box below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.